Hello everyone. Today we are going to study India size and location, which is in 9th NCERT of the 9th standard, and I will be reading and highlighting what are the importance point in this chapter within hardly 15 minutes, so that it will be good for your revision, as well as you can use this knowledge for prelims of UPSC. So here we go. So in this chapter they have given the importance of what are the parameters we use to point out the locations. For example, we use latitude, which is horizontal, and longitude, which are vertical lines, which are used in the mapping so that the location of any country or any place can be seen. So here we got what is the location of our India, which is latitude 8 degree 4 minutes in the north, and 37 degree 6 degree in the north, to in the latitude point of view, and in longitudinally it is 68 degree 7 minute to the east and 97 degree 25 minutes to the east. So only this point is important, and remember that we are situated in the northern hemisphere. So the one of the important line which passes through our country is Tropic of Cancer, which is at 23 degree and 30 degree 30 minute in the north. So it is one of the important lines. Other two are Equator and Tropic of Capricorn. So the so this Tropic of Cancer divides country in almostly in two equal parts, and we know that the southernmost point of country is called Indira Point, which is in Andaman Nicobar, and it has been submerged during the tsunami. Considering the size of our country, it is the area is about 3.28 million square kilometers, and it is total of 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. So let's go ahead. So here we can see there is a map. We are in the Asian continent, and here it's India. This is the equator. So okay, yes. So some facts are given in this chapter, like India is bounded by Young-Fold Mountain. We'll be seeing what are the types of mountains. So Young-Fold Mountains uh, have been surrounding our northwest part, which can you also call them as Himalayas. And in the south we have Indian Ocean. To our west we have Arabian Sea, and to east there is Bay of Bengal. So these are some of the facts. Also there is one more important fact, that from north to south there is a taper in Indian Indian geography. So we can see that all rivers pass from north towards the south, and also one more important fact, that the taper is also seen from west to east. So most of the rivers are their route is from west to east. Only exceptions are there which flows to west. The westmost state is Gujarat, and the eastmost is Arunachal Pradesh. In I guess 2018 prelims, they've been asked question that if you are traveling from one place to another place, how many states you have to travel. So for that, the importance of Indian geographical map is very much. So you have to consider that you need to remember all the locations of each and every state, so that the at the exam point of view there will be no pressure on you. One more important line which we will see is standard of meridian of India. So it is a longitude, and it through which the timeline is fixed. So it passes from 82 degree and 30 minutes east, which passes through Mirzapur, which is in Uttar Pradesh. You can remember it by the series called Mirzapur. And the importance of this line is how much ever distance it is from the standard meridian line, which is situated in the UK. From that, the timeline is being considered. For example, our country has IMD 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of the standard line, and you can even cross check the facts. Here also they have given that this latitudinal extent influence the duration of day and night. For example, for our country, the timeline has been only one timeline is given. But if you take example of bigger countries like USA, there are maximum 6 to 7 timelines are there, and it shows that how you, if you move from one place to another place and it is differently situated from the standard meridian line, then the time also changes. In this paragraph, you have given the correspondence of India to other world. So the location is central location between East and West Asia, and it is at the southern part of Asian continent. So we are considered in South Asia, and for our to the our east there is West Asia, which is normally called as Middle East, as with respect to USA and other part of the world. But for us, it is West Asia, which includes Middle Eastern countries like Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, etc. And also continentally, we've been connected with the Europe, for example, Turkey and all. And now we know that through this one road, one Silk Road, one belt, one road, the China is trying to be connected with the Europe through this geographical landscape. One more important fact they have given is Suez Canal. So you need to remember the location of Suez Canal, as it has geographical as well as political importance. It is between Egypt and the Sinai Peninsula, and it was politically very important, as whoever had control over it used to control the trade of the world. Let's go ahead. So this is the map of our country, and the importance over here is that we can see these lines are nearly similar, but difference is that the length is more than width of our country. This is standard meridian line, which passes through states like Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and I guess Jharkhand. This is Tropic of Cancer. It passes through states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Tripura, Mizoram. These are some of the routes of trade routes. These are sea routes and these are air routes. So we can see its importance in our trade and commerce related subjects. Historically, when we saw that the commodities and ideas of ancient times, like ideas of Upanishada and Ramayana, have been traveled from India to countries like China and other Southeast Asian countries. Also the Indian numeral and decimal system. So in history also there is importance of geography. The neighboring countries are important from geopolitical point of view, which are land boundaries we share with Pakistan, Afghanistan in the northwest, then China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, Myanmar and Bangladesh to the east, and island countries are Sri Lanka mainly. Sri Lanka and Maldives. These two countries we share our island boundaries. So this was important in the first chapter. You can only use it for revision, or if you want to get overall idea of the chapter. So thank you so much. I'll be seeing you in the next chapter.